Hi, I'm Steve Teresi, Director of Training and Technical Services here at JL Audio. Today I'd like to introduce to you the brand new line of subwoofers that we introduced at CES 2012 called the TW3s. There's two versions of them available, the 10-inch and 12-inch, and the first thing I want to show you is the very front of the speaker. Taking a look at here, you'll see a beautiful cosmetic JL Audio logo on the front of the speaker. That dust cap is more than just attractive, it's actually functional and it serves as part of the cooling circuit of the speaker. I'll show you that in a moment. But on the back side of the speaker, you get to see both the 10-inch and 12-inch. The 10-inch on the right, you can see a really good shot of the cast alloy frame. But I actually want to show you a close-up of this and talk about some of the technology that's going into it. So let's go ahead and take a look. Here you see the 10TW3, and again there's that beautiful dust cap. It is made out of aluminum. That'll act as a heat sink. I'll show you how that works in a moment. But I really want to show off how shallow this speaker is. This 10-inch version is only 3¼ inches deep, which is about the thickness of my fist, so you can kind of use your hand as a gauge to see where the speaker will fit. That works out to be 83 millimeters, by the way. The 12-inch version is slightly deeper at 3½ inches deep, which is 89 millimeters. As I continue to rotate this over to the back, you get to see the back end of the speaker with its dual voice coil. It is a dual 4-ohm voice coil, so it gives you some wiring flexibility for your amplifier. Most cases you'll run a single 1-2 ohms mono off your amplifier and power it up nicely. Power recommendations are anywhere from 1¼ to 400 watts, so that's a pretty powerful speaker. But I want to kind of point out some of the things that are going on the inside with our motor structure and our concentric tube. And in order to do that, I have a cool thing to show you. This is the cone assembly for the TW3, and the dust cap in this one is removable, and you can see the aluminum dust cap. I'll set that off to the side. And underneath you'll see an intricate series of holes and cooling circuits that are used to take advantage of the aluminum to pull heat away from the voice coil. A cool voice coil is a happy voice coil. And as I rotate around to the side here, you'll see additional cooling vents on the side by where the lead wires are and all along where it connects to the frame of the speaker. Continuing on towards the back, you'll see additional holes on the inside edge of the concentric tube, and of course the massive voice coil on the inside. This coil is going to give you tons of excursion capability, which basically gives you better low frequency output as well as overall output. Now basically what this does is allow for the entire motor structure to fit inside the speaker. But to show you a better view of this, I have a great slide to show you. Here, let me show you this. Alright, take a look at this. Speaker on the left is a normal speaker. The A and B dimension kind of show what's going on. If you look over on the right, we only have an A and B dimension. What that concentric tube, that area around the voice coil, allows us to do is take that entire C dimension and shove it up inside the speaker, thereby reducing the mounting depth. That's how we can make sure we have a very high excursion driver and a very shallow mounted frame. Benefit to you, of course, is that the speaker will fit anywhere and give lots of output. In terms of excursion capability, it's got 0.6 inches of linear excursion. That's in one direction, or 15 millimeters. So you're talking basically 1.2 inches of peak-to-peak excursion. What that's going to do for you is give you incredible low-frequency output, and overall output's going to be much higher than a normal speaker with lower excursion capability. But excursion is also really interesting when it comes to the physical capabilities. So if you take a look at this next slide, you can see how far the speaker can physically move. More than 2 inches peak to peak. From a speaker that's only 3½ inches deep for the 12 or 3¼ for the 10, that's an amazing amount of physical travel. That's crazy. What I really like about this slide is you can see with the red arrows how the aluminum dust cap serves to act as a heat sink and pull heat away from the speaker. And you can also see how the blue arrows indicate the cool air going in towards the center where the voice coil is, helping keep the speaker nice and cool. So to review some of the specifications, again we have very high excursion capability for better low frequency extension as well as high output. The mounting depths are incredibly small at 3¼ and 3½ inches deep. And the final parameter that I'd like to share with you is the enclosure recommendations. The 10-inch subwoofer only needs a ½ cubic foot, or about 14 liters, and the 12 needs only 0.75 cubic feet, which is incredibly small for a 12. Works out to be about 21 liters. Again, powered up with about 125 to 400 watts, and you can do that using the dual 4-ohm voice coils. One really important thing about the product is the fact that it is made right here in South Florida in our Miramar location. Made in the USA, designed in the USA, which means so much to us as a company, I can't even begin to tell you. When you come down to Florida, if you get a chance to take one of our factory tours, you get to see the people that make these products. It's truly amazing. To get the latest information about when the product will release, you probably want to follow us on Facebook. We're hoping to get this product to the market by the end of the second quarter. And in addition to Facebook, you probably want to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Videos like this one and many others introducing new products or technologies will show up there as the year goes on. And we're always looking for your feedback, so if you want to send us comments or questions to training@jlaudio.com, that'd be fantastic. We're always looking for new and better ways of doing what we do, and we're interested in hearing your feedback of what you might like to see from us. So once again, that's our TW3 line of subwoofers. My name is Steve Teresi, Director of Training and Technical Services. Thank you so much for watching.